into the ins and outs of having a math class in the Math Zone. What is Math Zone? It's a place. The Math Zone is a computer lab where we teach in a hybrid emporium style, a unique and student-centered approach to teaching math. Here's what it looks like. Math Zone is located in North Hall, which is behind Eklund Hall and diagonally across from the Subway restaurant. What's a hybrid emporium, you say? Well, here are the 4 classes that meet in the Math Zone: Fundamentals, College Math, College Algebra, and Pre-Calculus. Hybrid emporium means that you spend half of your instructional time in lecture with your instructor, and the other half in the computer lab with your instructor and several student tutors. What do we do during the lab time? Well, some instructors will provide a mini lecture or group activity, and others will allow you to work independently. Some will do a combo of all 3 of these. Sometimes you'll have exams during lab time as well. What should you be doing as a student during lab time? Well, experience and research indicate that you should bring your toughest problems to lab time. That means save what you think is easy for homework. What if you need help outside of the class time? Fear not. We have about 56 hours of free tutoring per week. You can walk in any time we're open or make an appointment using our MyWC online system. Ask a tutor for more details. Our hours of operation are also posted on MyCharger. You can do it with help. Can you work ahead? Of course. Math Zone classes, they're not self-paced. However, you can always work ahead of your class. There's no falling behind. Ask your instructor for more information about an accelerated pacing calendar. Calculators need to be approved before they are used. Typically, a scientific calculator is allowed. Ones that say natural display are not allowed, and graphing utilities are also not permitted. Do you need a calculator? No, you can use a calculator from the Math Zone. You can use it on any assignments, on a test, on a Certify. And you don't have to buy one, you can borrow one from us. How do you borrow a calculator? Check with the front desk. With your student ID, you can fill out the sign-out form. The front desk keeps your student ID until you return the borrowed calculator. What is testing like in the Math Zone? Usually your instructor will schedule an exam for your entire class. However, if you're testing early or retaking an exam for a higher score, check out our schedule for walk-in testing. It's posted around the lab and on MyCharger. There's also tons more information there. Be sure to click Academics and then Math Zone. If the exams are online, do I need to bring scrap paper? Well, yes and no. You can bring scrap paper and a notebook or a binder or folder for your class. However, all of your exams will be taken on blue sheets. These blue sheets are provided by the Math Zone. As you can see, they have a header for you to fill out, and all of your work is shown neatly and accurately on the blue sheets. This is what's going to be used to determine whether you get any partial credit. Here's a tip. The more work you show and the more organized your blue sheet is, the more your instructor can tell whether you've earned any partial credit. So make sure you show everything very clearly. Wait, I can retake an exam? Yep. There's a retake policy. If you get lower than a 70, you can come in during the walk-in testing hours after the partial credit for your exam has been input. If you score above a 70, you can also retake, but you need to wait until all of your other chapter exams are done. This should be done between the last chapter exam and your final. Once you take the final, there are no retakes. Tips for success in math class, and perhaps in life. If you're struggling, let someone know. We're happy to sit down and work with you on problems. Come in outside of class and make appointments for one-on-one help. Go to office hours or email your professor. Look out for various review sessions that are held in the Math Zone. And use the CLR. They're open later than we are. Put the phone away. Multitasking is not efficient. Even music can be distracting you without you knowing. Practice every day. Yes, it may be tedious, but the best way to get better at math and other things is to practice, practice, practice. Borrow a calculator during class if you plan on borrowing during an exam. Don't get caught not knowing how to use it during the exam. Use your time wisely. Yes, getting out of a test early is a perk, but so is staying until the end of class to get work done in the math zone environment. If you need to retake an exam, do not put it off until the last minute. Review exams after you take them to see where you need to review more. It'll be also beneficial for the final exam.